When I have to print something functional that will be reliable, I always go to the Mingda X. It's the old version. It's usually really cheap now, $180 or $120 on like the super sale event, whatever. And it does anything you really want. If you're in a super strict budget, get this one. It's printing just fine at 90 millimeters a second. It does all the things you want, and really, what else do you need from a printer? Yeah, you got the auto bed leveling. That is really cool. The printer comes in two parts. You have to only screw in 6 bolts. Once it does the auto bed leveling, you have the baby steps to adjust the Z offset, which is just a fancy way of saying how far the nozzle is from the bed. And apart from that, it's a really good printer. I'll show you a few things I've printed lately, as in today. And this is functional, sure. These are not like your figurines for, I don't know, Warhammer or something. If you want to print that, yeah, a resin printer. But if you want to print enclosures and little knickknacks for your projects, like I'm working on the Modbus experiments, then this printer is just perfect, and there's nothing wrong with it. I also have the Sovel SV06, but for some reason I can't. I just don't like it that much. It's good, but the Mingda takes the cake. It's a reliable workhorse, and it hasn't failed me so far. I've printed tall things and wide things and didn't have any issues. I never tried PETG, for instance. You might need some tape or some fancy tapey thing to do it, but I'm not gonna try on this one. I only print PLA really, but there are people that made it print PETG, so Google it or YouTube it. The print quality of the printer is fine. What do you need? It's all like solid injection mold plastic. It gets the job done. The rails are nice, and you got tensioners everywhere and there. And really, if you can get it on offer for like 99 quid, which I've seen it a few times, then it's a bargain. It's the first iteration, first version they had, and apparently it's bad, but it does the job perfectly. So what else can I mention? The menu is really easy. You got like really few options, and that's it. I obviously use Cura for it. You can use a different slicer, but I don't know what to tell you. I haven't had a problem. I use different filaments. I use like Sunlu. I use some Troncy filament and some other random 3D fill, other random ones, and it's been working just fine with all of them. So I don't know what else. I am a guy that wants to print parts, not to, mess around with settings and make sure it's fully optimized. I'll save 5 minutes here and there, and it will not print in 7 hours, but 6 hours and 45 minutes. Don't care. Really couldn't care less. All I want is to print parts, and this is perfect for that. So if you're really looking for an entry-level printer that just prints, and this obviously is a small volume, like 23 by 23 centimeters or something, then yeah, this is the printer you should get. And it's cheap. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's cheap, it's reliable, it just works without any messing around. You can look at the specs and other in-depth reviewers online, but that's all I can tell you after a year. It's my go-to machine when it comes to printing little enclosures for my Modbus projects, and I wouldn't change it. I also have the Max, the big version of the same printer, because I like this printer so much, and I printed like big figurines, like busts I think they're called, on the bigger one. So yeah, I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on it on the sale or something. And that's it. After 1 year, this printer is still going strong. Thanks for watching, guys.